How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. Got a new setup here. You guys can't really see it on camera, but I got a big table in front of me, a bigger table, so it's easier for me to put my props on the table, my games, whatever it is I'm talking about. It makes life a lot easier for me. So, a couple of things I wanted to talk about here today. First off, beer of the day, Eat Your Heart Out, Gaming Off the Grid, Modelo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hope you're all doing well. I've been putting out a lot of content on the channel. Again, talked about it before. I'm trying to scale back, maybe put out one video a week. I've been gaming. I'm almost done Metroid Dread. Getting very close to finishing that game, and I'll put out a review on that. Working on The Witcher 3, really enjoying that as well. Just at the tail end of Chapter 1. 3 chapters in that game for anyone who's obviously played it. So more to come on that one as well. The second thing I want to talk about, I was out the other day shopping a little bit, and I went to Best Buy. And as a lot of bigger channels out there have talked about, a lot of the big box retailers, at least in North America, have really scaled back their storefront as far as physical games, physical media is concerned. So it's no exception when you go into Best Buy. Really not a lot there in store that you can purchase. They had the new Indiana Jones game for the Xbox Series X. Not interested in that. I'm sure it's a good game. However, they did have the revised Xbox Series X, the 2 terabyte edition. That's black with the speckled frost green dots all over it. And the controller, black controller with a green backside. Really cool console. Would love to have it. I don't know if I can justify it though. So I did do a little bit of a double take when I saw the box on the shelf. Absolutely. I went over to a pawn shop in the area that I was in, and this is going to sound ridiculous. Metal Jesus has talked about this before on his channel when he picked up the limited edition Cyberpunk 2077 Xbox One X. You know, it's strange. Why would you pick up a One X when we're well past that? We've got the Series X and the PS5. Well, that Cyberpunk console, it's rare. It's hard to come by, and it's pretty cool. So he had picked it up. He talked about it on his channel. At the pawn shop for $299, so a fraction of what this console cost when it came out. The Gears 5, I believe it was Gears 5. Maybe it was Gears 6. Are we on Gears 6? I think it was Gears 6. 5, 6? The console that's got the hologram, it's got like the ice on the top with the Gears logo. I've always really liked that Series X console. Beautiful console. So I looked at it, I'm hemmed and hawed. I'm like, oh, geez, should I pick that up? But like, I don't have a reason to pick it up, right? I've got a Series X. I've got a One X. I already have a limited edition One X. I don't know if I can justify picking up another one. And they also had a gold PS4 Slim Gold. And there was also another limited edition Xbox Series X. Might have been a Series S. I think it was a Series X. It was the Fortnite edition, the purple one. It's kind of like a purplish blue, really cool as well. So that's what I've been looking at as far as games and consoles out in the wild. Now, I did want to rant about the new Doom game that's coming out in a couple of weeks. Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm telling you, I'm not really excited for it, to be honest with you. Anyone who's watched the channel, you know, Doom 3 is, you know, right up there with Starfield, is my most favorite game of all time. Doom 3, I love that game so much. I also really love Doom 64. And I love a lot of those older first-person shooters, the corridor shooters, if you will. Quake 2. So when I picked up Doom 2016 a couple of years ago, and I played it through, I really did enjoy it. I had a good time playing it, but it's just not what I want. There's nothing scary about this game. The enemies have kind of like a Ghostbusters aesthetic to it, kind of like the Slimer. And it was a good game, but it's just not as good as Doom 3. I would love for id Software to just go back to the drawing board and give us a Doom that is, maybe it doesn't have to be exactly like Doom 3. I would love it, but like just go back to like the old school corridor shooter and get away from this battle royale horde style of Doom. I'm not crazy on that gameplay mechanic. So, I picked up Doom Eternal a couple of years ago, and I did not beat it. I got stuck on it, but I got pretty far, probably 3/4 of the way through, and it was more of the same. I would say it was better than Doom 2016, but again, not really what I'm looking for in a Doom game. Not saying it's a bad game, but it's just not what I'm looking for. So when I saw, what was it, last year or several months ago when Doom the Dark Ages was initially shown off, I saw it. I'm like, well, it kind of just looks like more of the same. So yeah, I'll be skipping over Doom the Dark Ages. That is just not what I'm looking for. It's not. Like, you know what I mean? I bitched about this topic before when I played through this. Then I bitched about it more when I played most of this. Now we're seeing Doom the Dark Ages and it's more of the same. It's like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay? It doesn't even look like a new game. It just looks like an expansion, a DLC, an expansion pass for this is what it looks like. To me, I know it's probably better, but I'm done with it. I want old school Doom. Okay? I don't want to have this weird battle royale, like I said, hordes of enemies coming at you in a room, clear out the horde, move on to the next room. I don't really want that. I would like to have a single player, linear campaign, story-driven narrative, like Doom 3. I don't want to have more of this. I just don't. I don't. So the last thing I wanted to talk about, I just feel like we're at a little bit of a crossroads right now as far as gaming is concerned, because I feel like, my heart is always there as far as retro is concerned. I don't think that's ever going to change. But as far as modern gaming is concerned, it's kind of like going to a Chinese buffet. The selection is greater than it has ever been. There's so many games coming out at the same time. I'm excited. I see all these games that pique my interest. I want this, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. It's just too overwhelming. And it's gotten to the point where it's like I'm almost turned off by it. It's like there's too much coming at me at once. And I can't even make up my goddamn mind as to what it is that I want. And when I take a step back, I end up just looking at what I have and playing the games that I have for the most part. But as far as like brand new games are concerned, talked about it a little bit on the channel before, but like I feel like it's passing me by. I cannot keep up with it. It's too much. Tomb Raider trilogy remastered, and then you got another Tomb Raider 4 through 6 being remastered. It might already even be out. I don't even know. The Thing just got remastered by Night Dive Studios. No time for that. There was the old first-person shooter from the 3DO, PO'd, which was remastered, and it came out as a physical release on the Switch, and I meant to pick it up, and I missed it. The Canadian dollar is terrible right now, so any game I purchase on limited run games, like the one I picked up there recently, Slipstream, the racing game, it was like $35 USD on limited run games, but because the Canadian dollar is so weak, well, the game cost me like way more. I don't know what it was. It was like $50 plus exchange and shipping. The fucking game is $75 now. $75. $75. I'm getting penalized because of where I live. So I just feel like we're at a little bit of a crossroads here, and games are allegedly going up in price. And there's rumors that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to retail for $100 USD, which I could definitely see Rockstar doing that because people would pay $100 for it, but that's a lot of money. Oh my god, that's a lot of money. That's $100 USD. That's like $150 Canadian. So I just feel like I'm at a little bit of a crossroads. I feel like it's good in a way because now it's giving me the opportunity to just take a step back and play a lot of the games in my library that many of you beat on day one launch, and they've been sitting on my shelf for a couple of years, and now I have the chance, like Witcher 3, to go back and take my time and enjoy. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I wish we could go back to simpler times. I'm talking like early to mid 90s when you could sort of keep up on what was coming out and you had a chance to go out and buy the major releases without being bombarded by all these other games coming out. Whereas now it's, unfortunately, you can't pick up everything that you want. You just can't, because if you do that, you're going to end up filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. That's how bad it is. And not to mention, I think I speak for most of us, if not all, we're limited on space. So as much as it is fun to collect physical games, at some point you got to stop, because it's just like there's no room, right? There's no room. So yeah, I don't know. I almost picked up that One X because I really wanted it, because I think it looks really cool. But that is a stupid purchase. I don't really need it, right? I really don't. I already have a One X. I have a One S that I don't use. That's put away in the closet. I got a Series X. I got a PS4 Pro. I got an Xbox 360. I've got a PS3. I've got a PS2. I've got a original Xbox. I've got a Wii. Did I already say that? Sega Genesis. I got too many consoles in the household. I don't think I need any more, but I don't know. But that's just it. That's all I wanted to talk about. A little bit of a crossroads here. Now is a good time to pick up Xbox One games and PS4. They are dirt cheap right now. But as far as modern games is concerned, it's just a little bit too much, too expensive. Nintendo Switch is fucking expensive. Oh my god, for the most part. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Are you guys feeling a little bit of fatigue as far as modern releases are concerned? Are you at a crossroads as well as far as your personal collection is concerned? Time that you have to be able to play your games. Do you have the itch to go out and buy these new releases, or are you like me? You see a lot of games that you really do want to pick up, but you kind of just have to let them go because there's only so much time in a day. Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this video. We'll back us up shortly. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.